We realize that carbonation is still a hot topic. So we're going to give you some updates every now and then, right here.
There is no U.S. embassy in these other countries. They have their own. That is what I've been trying to stress to everybody. And the Reaper will tell you this too. That is where y'all are messing up at. That is the reason you ain't got nowhere. There is no such thing as a U.S. embassy in any other country except the U.S. of A.
Y'all make fake pages and you troll people because you are literally, these people are literally devils, my nigga. They are demons. A devil don't do nothing but point out the negative in something. That's all that you can see because that's all that you are and that's all that you can promote is negativity. Because that's what you are. You are a negative, you feed off of it. That's what you live off, negativity.
I said a lot of things have to do with your core belief systems and restructuring that. And ultimately that's going to create your reality. I said, you know, there's a saying that your thoughts are your reality. Your next reality is pregnated because of your thoughts. So your next reality is impregnated by your thoughts. It's a constant thought or your constant core belief systems. And I told him you have to restructure that. Restructure the beliefs you have about yourself or your business or your parents or your children. You have to restructure that belief system. And when you can restructure that belief system, you can go back in and change that. That's the shift.
Biologically, it's called to change the neurological pathways, basic ways that your mind has been trained to process information naturally, and then you reprogram your subconscious to be able to restructure these neurological pathways to create a new way of thinking in order to inject or change or subject yourself to any type of positive change you want to see in your life. I get it. Like that's something that I had to really put into progression this time around in my life. Like I've had multiple opportunities to change the way that I was thinking, but because of emotional inexperience and emotional immaturity, I needed to go through these experiences to gain more wisdom. So now in my life, because I have the emotional wisdom, I have to be more like concrete and responsible with the way that I'm thinking because I'm creating my reality. And if I'm giving my energy and creating thought patterns and responding to certain things a certain way, that's going to deplete me and take away and subtract from me rather than add, then I'm going to be, someone that's like a liability.
Shit's not good, man. I'm fucking need a kingdom. Telling you, stay on the path, man. Shit happened to you.
Gotta keep moving.
Take a break. Take a break. Keep going. You can't stop. Shit start happening to you, man. Your mind not the same.
See, it's a lot of shit y'all don't know. I would have recorded that shit. Some things you couldn't record. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the recordings I got, I had my grandson doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I had the elderly lady doing it, my elder friend who was here. You had to kind of sneak to do the fucking record. Because I didn't want her to think she couldn't trust me. For real. Which she can trust me. But I knew I just wanted to make sure I get some fucking video footage because I know how this motherfucking shit be going. Once again, people putting the shit in your lap, stop saying maybe you shouldn't have said details. That's not the issue. That's sad. She right. They can put it in my lap all the fuck they want. They better remember a baby was just dropped off to my motherfucking house and I welcomed the baby in. That's what they better fucking remember. Got a knot right here. I just don't get some of these people who try to point fucking fingers. It ain't time to point no motherfucking finger. It's time to see where the fuck baby Eliana and get that motherfucker away from Bell.
Okay, so I just found out about you today, and I seen you saying like you and all your girlfriends, y'all like fighting your wives. I'm sorry. Y'all like fighting y'all generational curses and stuff, and like dealing with your demons. But I feel like I just feel like why are you like what they say that you're like making those women like leave their kids and stuff. But I feel like if they're leaving their kids behind, how is that like fighting generational curses?
Damn. Mic check. Here we go. We're going to pause right quick. We got a special request. And this thing is glitching out, so hold on. Okay, we're going to put that on pause. Pause it at a really good spot. Okay, it shouldn't be no more echo for now. Shout out to Notorious B and Midwife and anybody else that's in the background. Let me do a sound check. Alright, it sounds pretty good. Yeah, Lordship Late Night. Now this is my theory on the Jaguar thing and Solar. Alright, look. They only filmed, this is my theory, they only filmed when the Solar was getting his ass kicked, and then if you was there live, you saw Solar and Jag getting faded in the car. You know, Jaguar was on her way. She was all dramatic like it was a movie and shit. It was like a movie trailer. You know, I might edit it like a movie trailer later on. So be on the lookout for that. But basically, it's not even what it looked like. It's not even what it looked like. Because, you know, dude had the gun first. And dude tried to get them to shoot him. Because dude's suicidal. Second of all, when the real dude saw them outside messing around and sassy, looking all like sassy, you know, Solar looking hella sassy, they both was about to get they ass whooped. So Jaguar husband beat up on Solar as a distraction to save both their lives, because Jaguar came up there tripping, like set tripping, and the dudes is like, you better get your wife or we gonna whoop her ass, right? So they jumped on her, but she thought her husband sicked them on her, but they were just tripping. And because just being associated with Solar made her husband lose credibility, now they both out there in the wind, and the dudes in the barbershop like, these niggas right here, he got associated. Like, so Jaguar husband was so mad that he just started whipping on Solar ass. And you can't whip somebody ass while they whipping somebody ass. Always remember that. If you caught somewhere and you about to get robbed or you about to get your ass whooped, you grab the next motherfucker that you know can't whoop your ass and start whooping that motherfucker ass until them other niggas go away, or they just say that nigga crazy, or fuck it. Cause I've seen it before. There's this Haitian musician that's like a Haitian. He's like Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix, but Haitian. Two of his friends was fighting. He didn't know what to do. He couldn't whoop neither one of them. So he put his head through a car window as a distraction. And they stopped. He was fucked up. He was fucked up. But they stopped fighting. You see what I'm saying? Let me see what you're saying before I go back to the movie. That's my theory. Who's the suitors? Solar? Nah, Jag. And I'm not making fun of his mental health situation. That part is not funny. But if you remember, there was a movie with Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. And remember, Mel Gibson was suicidal. That's why he wasn't afraid to jump off the building and shit. Mel Gibson was out there. So that's what I mean on that level. Like, you just don't give a fuck what, I'm just going to do me. I really don't want to be here in the first motherfucking place. But, Lethal Weapon. Right on. So we're going to get back to the movie marathon. Somebody mentioned, but I really want to cut those. You see the little sleeve stacks in the corner? I'm trying to find that picture. I want to take that picture off the screen. It's kind of messing up the program. But I don't know what goes to that. Oh, maybe this is it. Let me see. Boom. Got it. I just deleted a whole bunch of sources and stuff. I'm really reducing my OBS Studio down to one page. Everything on one page and minimal. I'm trying to be a OBS minimalist. Vicky in the building. Look, this video won't be monetized because of Mama Wanda. Thank you, Mama Wanda. Shout out to Mama Wanda. Bless her heart. I think both the husband and the wife have issues. Solar needs to use somebody else. Well, look, man, Jaguar was trying to build a team, and her husband saw that she was trying to put 2 and 2 and call it a 10. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to put $2 bills together and make it a 10. And he saw something formulating, and he saw himself being less and less necessary because he does have a job title. He works for her. And when Solar came on the scene, you didn't hear the song that her and Solar did together? Y'all didn't realize who was on the beat. There was one song that they actually did together because Solar was dancing because he was feeling himself. Solar, when he had to go, his head was so big they couldn't get it through the doorway. They had to put ice on his head just to get him out the door. But when he was carrying his luggage, because he got about a big ass piece of he looked homeless. I seen the video clip of him leaving, and he had one bag that he was carrying like a purse with the handle of the bag resting on the inside of his forearm with his hand up in the air like he getting an IV. You know that the way they hold them purses. But I'm gonna tell you, Solar is on the Amtrak on the way back to California, and I don't know if you know, but I know because I got people in Texas. I know how it is. It take 3 days on Amtrak just to go through Oprah and Prince Harry and Jamie Foxx backyard. Because the train go through all three of their backyards. Quiet as kept. Okay. But I want to get back to this movie marathon. Let me see. I feel so legit. I got one of those. I had a microphone with a boom, but it wasn't one of those radio mic, like one of those radio booms. So now I can use my other boom stand for regular, like if I play acoustic guitar or some shit. But this one is the kind that you mount to the table. I got a glass table, and this is the Samson microphone boom arm. Even though the Rhodes boom arm look hella cool because it got RHODE on there. But you know what? Like I said before, I'll go to Michael's Art Supply and get some felt and some whiteout, and I'll write Lord on there and wrap it around the little metal bar to make my mic stand customized, you know. But Solar is going to move in with that Venus lady, Velvet's friend. Really? And I just seen her popping up in interviews and all that stuff. Well, and you heard some of the song? Okay. And look, man. Wait a minute. I got to move this other picture too, because you got to see this girl. She thinks she well, she is something though. She look all right. Let me see, because this is where Nature Boy says I'm a thought, and this is my evidence that he might have been on the stuff too. So let me see where I can get that other overlay off. It's here somewhere. Let me see. It should say Nature Boy and Girls. Yeah, Nature Boy and Girls. Mute. Boom. Now we got the theater to ourselves. You shocked about the Solar part. Look, man, Solar was the one. To keep it 100, the only way Nature Boy got 70 girls to come through Belize and Costa Rica and all that shit and Palenque is because he was using Solar as bait. He was using Solar as a magnet, as a chick magnet. You know, Solar is like the El DeBarge with dreadlocks. You know. So let's see what we got here. I'm gonna put myself on mute. So we're doing the 24-hour Carbonation movie marathon. Let's get right into it. Nature Boy is fucking with that shit. That's right. It's official. This is the proof. This is the video right here. He have the coke user's demeanor.
I'm a thought. Bitch, I'm a thought. You feel me? Come here. My motherfucking chain is real, dude. Bitch. I guarantee you that bitch real, nigga. I guarantee you that bitch real, and that's too short.
I'm not saying that he's using coke, but he's acting coke-ish. Look how he's sweating. Look at his swagger. This is not the pseudo Messiah swagger. Even Aya in the background rubbing her nose too. You see what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Avatar cool. That's a
Yo, what's up? This is his lordship. This is your boy, Caliber, fucking with his nose. That was the second time in his live, right at the beginning. That was nose touch number 2. And he did it throughout the whole video or the whole live. I just caught some of it just to talk about it and point out that, you know, they were playing with their nose candy. And right now, because their master in chief, whatever, is in a lockup, they're going to go through a series of withdrawal. And they're going to withdraw right in front of your eyes. So anyway, this is just a snippet just to point out how much they touch. They all touch their nose. There's only one reason to go to South America and all that shit. This is why.
yeah, like one of the downloads I was really tapping into lately is the fact that this is a happening. This is a happening, bro. It's a happening. And so it's like, I'm experiencing my character's journey. You feel what I'm experiencing my character's journey. So me being a mind, I'm actually observing all of this. Me going back into my root, going back to my hometown, things of that nature. I'm observing this and I'm just watching it all happen. I'm watching it all play out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm watching it all play out, and observing it is like, it's crazy because it's like having this mentality. No matter what I go through, I know that it's predestined. I know that it's not to harm me. I know everything's for my growth. So let me see this as a symbol of my growth, of a time for me to actually develop myself, actually having to apply the knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? Apply the knowledge. So yeah. Like I said, it's still all love. It's still all love. We still carbonation. It's like in the Bible when Chief or Jesus sends out the 12. You feel what I'm saying? It's like when Jesus sends out the 12. No, I'm not adding velvet. Hell no. The fuck? So yes.
Okay, by this time, his mic fucked up, and there was this deep, heavy, subsonic, demonic rumble that lasted for, 33 seconds, no pun intended. And I got spooked. So I'm going to end it here. But yeah, they've been playing with their nose for quite a while. And that's why they were acting so crazy, like they were on Saturday Night Live or something, man. That's why them slaps didn't hurt. These motherfuckers was down there in Costa Rica and all those spots getting their party on with your money, hiding behind a message that they never explained.
We control the horizontal. We control the vertical. We control the hue and the contrast. You have now entered a zone, not just any zone, but the carbonation zone. Sit back and prepare to reach the outer limits.
And then my Piscean or Neptunian energy is like, bro, because I'm sensitive. I'm a crybaby. I fucking am. I'm a crybaby like fuck. I cry, and it's good to cry. It's good to release. All right, so anyway, y'all, you have a great heart. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you. Y'all tell me again who wants a reading in here. I'm doing these things for you guys. I want to do it. I don't give a fuck about money right now. Like, money comes. It comes. I know it comes. So just tell me what your name is. I'm giving you a fucking reading because my heart chakra is open. And I love you. And I just want to love you guys. I'm sorry. I just want to do it. Can I do that? Can I just love? Can I be love? I gotta be love. I'm love. I'm fucking love. Fucking love. Okay.
I do, okay.
Me, I do appreciate it. My name is Sasha. Alright, Sasha. Alright, life purpose for Sasha. What does she need to know? And I'm so happy and so grateful for you guys on here right now. You guys know who you are. Sasha. What does Sasha need to know? These nuts need a reading.
Can these nuts tell me his real name? Because that would be a
really sad life to have. That is a really sad life to have if your name is these nuts. Ooh, what named their child these nuts? Ew, they must have hated it. Sorry. Alright, so let's go ahead. Sasha. Thank you.
Sasha, you're a light worker.
One common, consistent theme is they always play with their nose. What's up with that? What's up with the nose play? You know what I'm saying? There's something to that. Great sound quality, stimulating visuals, and great conversation because we also listen too. So thank you for tuning in to His Lordship live stream. Hey, welcome to my all new show. You know, people say the darndest things. So this show is dedicated to just that.
Hey, nigga.
You're so cute.
Hey, yo, she gonna be 2 in January. She only 1, yo. Ellie. The 5 sciences is what? Melanin? Ellie. The 5 sciences is melanin, grounding. Oh, you excited right now. Say grounding. Ooh, show him how to shake hands, babe. Show him how we shake. Yeah, show him.
Hey, welcome to my all-new show. You know, people say the darndest things. So this show is dedicated to just that. Yo, welcome to the first episode of Yollywood. All right, that's so Yollywood. And, you know, it's based on what people say will come out of their own mouths. So you're not going to believe this. This got to be the worst family on earth. And this family happens to be a cult. Listen to the cult leader. He is speaking this way in front of his child. His child is so young that the child is breastfeeding. OMG.
Can't be out here, ain't got no children with a loose pussy. I'm just being all the way real. I can't have that. I can't have it. That shit. Ain't no reason why my dick don't fit up. For real, something wrong with you. No.
Give me that.
But she was beautiful. She got that chocolate skin that we love. That pussy ran through. Can't do it. She belonged to the streets. She belonged to the streets. To the streets, bitch. We don't play with it. She belonged to the streets.
Yo, man, I don't think they heard you. Why don't you tell them what your name is?
I got the $300,000. It's all gone now. I don't have no more to give. You can't join me unless you have something to offer me. Somebody gave me $300,000 and I gave it all back to those people. That everybody that came here, I took care of them. And I'm still taking care of the people here. Am I not?
Facts. That's a fact.
You guys are here, right?
Yep. Facts.
From day one, have you ever spent any dollar?
No.
How much money would you say I spent just on you since you've been here? If you had to tally up a number. Just one person.
I don't even know.
Thousands on thousands.
A lot.
That's a lot
Thousands
of
on
money. I know
thousands.
that.
A lot of money.
So, Key, how much money did I spend?
300,000. 300,000. Like that.
300,000. I'm a clown. I'm a fucking clown, my nigga. People ask about joining Melanation and what it takes to join Melanation, to join my tribe, like the tribe here, so-called tribe here. And, you know, many people have said many things about me, and I don't seek to defend myself in any kind of way, but I do have some things I want to get off my heart from my perspective. I feel like I just want to talk about it on my page as far as joining me. As I sit here on the side of the road, my gas runs out. And so they're going up ahead to go get gas and get a gas can. I ran out of gas here. Got the squad in here. We in the van.
We telling everybody to leave Babylon and go to Costa Rica, and you don't even have a place for them to go, and they setting themselves up for failure because Costa Rica is real expensive. And I was like, and we got 90 acres. Why don't we just set them up there? They can get in tune, right? And he said it wasn't about them getting in tune. They got to do it by themselves, and that's it. Well, his job is just to leave the is to deliver the message.
Got the squad in here. We in the van.
Because you pissed away $300,000 that Key gave.
And I was actually talking to somebody, and a lot of people hit me up like, Reflection, you changed my life. You and on this path, I've heard this 100,000 times. People come to me and they're like, oh my God. I want to tell y'all, I want to give y'all a secret of mine that I don't like to talk about, that I want to tell you about. Let me make sure it's charged. When I set out to do the right thing, I've always had knowledge and wisdom and knew what it took for us to be free. I haven't always known all the answers. As when I got closer to the equator, I've learned more. As I experienced helping people, I've learned more about giving and helping people and try how to effectively help people. You think that you just need to just help people, and that's what I've done. I want to let you know right now, Reflection, and I'm embarrassed to say this because it's my fault. In 1 year, helping people, I've spent $300,000. I'm not playing. The people that you see talking about me online, I spent my money taking care of them. I bought them food. I gave them shelter. I bought them tents. I bought them everything that they asked for. Cell phones. Everybody here that stays with me, I take care of everybody. Nobody has a residual income here. I take care of everybody here. I took my money, my money that was given to me by Key outside. Somebody donated me about $300,000. And the journey that you've seen Melanation and the Ethereans on, I funded the whole thing. And right now, I have no more money. No more. That $300,000 is gone. And when that money left, they left. And that's the secret nobody wants you to know.
Everybody that came there, you invited them. You said, yeah, you could come, and you gave him Key's money. And then you complain about they took this and they take that and they leave. Nigga, you ran everybody that was there out.
I have no reason to lie to you. And when that money left, they left. And that's the secret nobody wants you to know.
And then you complain about they took this and they take that and they leave. Nigga, you ran everybody that was there out.
I'm embarrassed because although my intent was good, I was foolish. For me, I need people I need music producers. Like Sid, I want to put my message into a music form, right? I have a studio. I have, Logix, the new Logix. I need an engineer that knows how to do Logix. You don't need money if you know how to do music because that's what you have to give. You have to give engineering. And if you wanted to live a life like I'm living and you were an engineer that knew how to use Logic, then that would be beneficial to me. I would let you in my presence. And as long as me and you got along and the astrological energies, were compatible, I would let you come here without having, finances. That's not the only way you could be in my presence. But I'm just saying is this. A lot of people asking me to join me.
We telling everybody to leave Babylon and go to Costa Rica, and you don't even have a place for them to go, and they setting themselves up for failure because Costa Rica is real expensive.
So I got the $300,000. It's all gone now. I don't have no more to give. You can't join me unless you have something to offer me like music. I have a band, a live band. I want people that know how to play instruments around me. I want people that know how to work that studio I got around me. Like, if you one of them people, you know, then holler at me, because you got a residual income and you want to camp where I'm at, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I know Costa Rica. When you come to Costa Rica as the black community, this is my domain. Anybody gonna tell you that. Costa Rica is my domain. You come to Costa Rica, you gotta, Costa Rica, nature boy. Costa Rica, nature boy. This is my domain. You touch ground here. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it go.
Can we take our stuff? So I'm going down there. I've already contacted somebody down there. They're convincing me. They're convincing me not to. I've already gotten contact with the authorities there. I'm not gonna do this. I've already contacted the authorities. You can go there with me if you would like. So I'm gonna show you. I've already been in contact with someone down there. They're trying to convince me to stay. Right. Okay, so can we pack up the car? You said you wanted to come in here and get your stuff. I'm asking, can we pack up the car? Can we leave? Can we pack up the car and leave?
You feel me? Like, what man?
Can we please? You asked to come in here to get your stuff. Okay. Chief just had an hour and a half meeting with them, y'all. Look at this.
What man would sign his daughter away?
Come on, Nubi.
Any man with a righteous heart would not sign his daughter away.
Nobody
would do that.
All right, look at this.
Nobody would sign their daughter away, bro. Right. I love my daughter, son.
Excuse myself. Be careful. There's glass right there. The light bulb fell.
No man's gonna sign his daughter away. Period, bro. What you doing is foul. It's foul, bro. Literally.
They said it was all about knowledge. And now I feel like I got most of it all.
They trying to get in. I locked this in because I don't trust them. Like, y'all remember in Nicaragua, right? I wanted to leave and then you know how that shit happened. So I locked the door here. You're trying to get in on this side. Megatron. What do you need, Tron? What do you need the computer room for? You can go in through the other way. I can unlock that door. Go over there. This has access to my room, so I prefer you go through the other door. Yeah, so go over there. I'll meet you over there. Right. So, yeah, you see Tron at the door, you know, doing his thing. You know, they like to send Tron because he's the biggest one. Nubian hit my phone chip. You know, Master True and Mama Sheba pretending. per usual. Over there pretending per usual. There they go. Yeah. Now we about to talk. I'm about to close this door. Yeah, I'm locking this door. We about to talk, y'all. Hold up. No, move. Slide underneath the door, please. No, this is dead serious. This ain't a fucking script. She is low-key evil. We already knew that. Come on. Where's the chip? And then I'll slide it underneath the door. I'm not opening the door for you. Where's the chip? It's not there. I just checked. So, I'm not giving that to you until I have my stuff. I need my money. I need my phone chip. No, definitely not. Because the last time I opened the door for you, you refused to leave. I'm not doing that. So, Nu's at the door trying to get his passport. But he has my phone chip. He has my phone chip and my money. So, so we're going to talk about a couple things.
How you gonna play it? How you gonna play it?
Y'all remember, yo, this shit is crazy. This shit is freaking crazy. So, like I said, Nu has my phone chip. They have my money. They won't release my money. I asked Chief, so I asked Chief if he would release the money, because they all listen to him. He's like, oh, I can read it. I'll put up the screenshots. I'll screenshot it and put it up so y'all can read it. Do not come in this room. So they're trying to get into the room. This shit is crazy. Y'all, I don't even know where to fucking start. Like, I really don't. So I really don't know where to start. I feel really overwhelmed right now. I feel overwhelmed as fuck right now. Because we live at the top of the fucking mountain. Yeah, it is scary. It is fucking scary. Because they literally have my money. He's not trying to release my money. I'm going to put the screenshots up after this about him saying, like, pretty much trying to say that he brought in money. Even though I have the transactions that the money came from my account, he just doesn't want to release the money. So, Nu, like in Palenque when I said I wanted to leave, he hid my phone. Now he hid my phone chip. The phone chip. I'm actually on his phone chip right now because his phone chip is in my phone. He took my phone chip and hid it. He won't give that back. I told them I want to leave. They're trying to ask me to stay a couple days, but I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to stay a couple days so I can wait for them to plan some shit out. Like, no, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Somebody asked why I went back. I went back because I don't want to be a single mother. I want my daughter to have her father in her life. But for this, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not about to have my daughter in this. And then to have this type of father figure in her life, absolutely not. No, I'm okay. We'll be okay. This is like, about to get out. I'm about to get out. Can you take me to the bottom of the hill? I'll slide the keys under the door so you can start the spaceship. I'll give you your passport when I have my money. All right, I'm going to give you that. So I need my money. I need my phone chip. Where did you put the phone chip? Because you know you hid it, so just be honest and tell me where the phone chip is. You don't know where you hid it. I said I wanted to leave, and I asked for some of my money. I didn't ask for all the money back because I know they need the money. So I asked for some of my money, and they're not releasing that. Chief is trying to say that he brought in money. He's trying to act like he's trying to create confusion around the money, but there's clear fucking transactions. There's clear transactions. It's a tattoo. It's not a bruise. It's a tattoo. They're outside the door plotting, per usual. Do you need something? What do you need? No, that's not, no. You're not about to come. I tried to give you your stuff before. Now I need you to give me my phone chip. Let me know where you hid the phone chip. I can grab the phone chip because it's in the room. Where did you hide my phone chip? Where? I just checked the wallet. I just took apart your fanny pack. It's not in there. Where is it? You know where you hid it. Why are you trying to look for it? What? No, I don't need you to grab it for me. I can grab it. I'm in the room. Where is it? My Nubian's at the door, not my husband. He's at the door. He's the one who hid my phone chip. Where is my phone chip? No, I don't need you to show me. Where is it? I'm not going to play that game with you. I did that before. I learned my lesson on that. You just told me what? No, Nude did nothing. And that's the problem.
One two. I had to pause this right here. This is His Lordship in the building. Shout out to the Monarch. They do the soundtrack for my show. You know what I'm saying? The Monarch. They organize the words, the sounds. But now we getting back to Voivod before she went missing out there on the beach. You know, when I first edited this video, I did a trip on what happened earlier in the video. Like, the baby almost drowned. It was in it was in Nature Boy's hand, and the tide was coming in. I can't believe that if you think you're the Messiah and you think that you God, why you don't, and you watch the charts and base your life based on the solar, zodiac, the Western of all zodiacs, the Western zodiac. Why you don't read tidal charts? The tide was coming in while they were out there in the water, and he had to hold the baby. He actually sacrificed himself, but he didn't drown. He held his breath for dear life. He held. This dude is so evil that he knew he was on camera and he's gonna come back and play it off like nothing happened. But we got it. So this part is PG. This part is like the soft version, and you see her in the intro. She's like, ask yourself, why is she so? I know there's a soundtrack and a color treatment to make it look over dramatic, but I'm gonna rewind this. Why is she so emotional about walking with her daughter out of the water? It's because right before this, she almost drowned. He had to hold her up in the air above the water while he was underwater holding his breath. It's the spookiest thing. It took me another year. Somebody brought it to my attention, and it took me a whole another year to realize what had happened. So, didn't she have diabetes and heart issues? And yeah, Mama Dia was sick, bless her heart, when she got there. But she was happy. They gave her her last few whatever months or year of happiness. But at the same time, she was misled. She was misled to believe that he was like Dr. Sebi, you know. And that's the unfortunate part, because a woman, a lady of her age should have known better. So maybe she suffered from mental health issues as well. You know, may she rest in peace. So we're going to play this. I hope the other clip comes next, because I did a re-edit to show you how the baby almost drowned several times. So let me mute myself, and hopefully the re-edit comes right after this.
Now she walked off into the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere. We like 2.5 hours from the city.
Yeah.
And she just walks off in the middle of these woods right here. It's a straight path right here that walks off into the middle of the jungle. We don't know who the fuck out here that'll take her and rape her with the baby and nothing. She get an attitude and she just walk the fuck off in the middle of nowhere, yo. With my baby. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is what the shit I'm talking about.
She walked off, man. We were out here and she had a cop in an attitude. It's day 3. I've been here day 3. You know what I mean? They just got here. Day 3, she's been having an attitude, walking off like we're peaceful people. We live peaceful life. You know what I'm saying? When you're here, you gotta work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So she's faced with the demons, things she's gotta work on, just like me, just like everyone else here. But the way she responds to that shit is immature. You know what I'm saying? So she just walked off.
So yeah, you saying we gotta stay here, but what if she don't come the fuck back? And like, she a grown ass woman, she walks off into the middle of the woods. This is what I was trying to stop her from doing when she hit me in my face. Cause she'll do this in the middle of the night. She'll walk off into the middle of nowhere. Shit crazy, my nigga. Like, this ain't even...
We having a great day.
Out of nowhere, like, we was smiling, having fun, and then out of nowhere, boom, just flipped and just...
We eating food at the beach, everybody having a good time, and out of nowhere, music playing, next thing you know, she's just leaving. She's getting up, leaving, talking like she want to fight people. It's like, the energy was crazy, and it's out of nowhere. I don't know. She knows what to do. That's the crazy part. She knows what to do.
This shit is more than annoying, my nigga. This shit is crazy because we literally are in the middle of nowhere. Like, we at a private beach. We don't even know where we at, nigga. Like, and it's like she just walks the fuck off down the... Man, she just walks off and like, we gotta stay here. We don't know what's going on with her. Like, this is what I was trying to stop her from doing when we was at the other spot and I like, get the baby. Cause when you do shit like that, you put the baby at danger because you don't have no phone. You ain't got shit. But you going in the woods like on some survivor shit. Does she even got any shoes on her feet? She ain't got no shoes. She ain't got no underwear on, just a wrap with a baby. That's it.
AK-47. 30 round. I thought y'all 30 round mag. I'm trying not to curl him too much. I'm nervous. Especially you, bro. I wasn't proud of him, bro. You told me big, bro. Yeah, I wasn't proud of him.
With guns. All women, men, don't matter, nigga. They all had guns, right? So then they fucking pulled Grandmaster Chief out of the car as they blocked the road. And they tried to like skirt off one nigga. And we recorded that too. They really tried to like dash off on us on some like Mario Kart type shit, like racing. Like they was gone, trying to like escape us, trying to ditch us. But we followed them, and we ended up going to their, I don't know what to call it, their station.
Feeling like a motherfucker. Nah, they took Chief. We was getting in the car, and they took Chief and put him in handcuffs for no reason. And they separated him and put him in that truck. So we're gonna follow him to this police station.
Let me tell y'all something. Peace reflections, peace reflections. Check it out, right? I heard a little rumor going on saying that Vic is saying that Master Chief is not in jail and he's already home. That's not true. I'm not sitting here lying to you. We're not lying to you. This shit is serious. Why the fuck would we make a joke about Chief being in jail? That's the stupid shit.
Other than that, there's nothing wrong. There's no problem. Truth, man, these lies. This just lies. The only 2 children here are babies. Yeah, keep putting hearts in the room. Just keep putting hearts in the room. No, let us in, man.
Yeah, watch out.
Let us in, let us in. Gracias.
Alright. Get your ass out of the way.
Why act like, you know, we're doing something wrong and make up things this important? That's weird. Like
My favorite person like Jay-Z or Nicki Minaj, you're always going to have a percentage of people that are going to hate on you and they're going to have something to say about you. Oftentimes, when these situations happen, people go and try to down. It is just trolls. That's simply it. You see what I'm saying? What the Nicaraguan police have right now is just allegations of people saying things online. Nothing is nothing actually has any documents or any warrants out there. Trust me, I know. I had a warrant about it. You have a warrant, everybody knows about it. It's public. You can go online, you can find it. And in a foreign country, if we had a warrant, best believe that it would be on the news. Best believe that the U.S. Marshal will come with the squad and be taking, chief now, or whoever had a warrant outside the country. It would be a political affair. What's happening right now is bogus. He's been held for 4 whole days. 4 days and haven't had any information. So now you know it's not true. It's not the truth. And he's going to get let out. So, all of y'all trolls out there who are making those videos, going and saying these allegations, you're working, you know what I mean? You could have spent better time doing something with your life rather than going and getting into someone's personal business, trying to, sort of, what did you do? You did that. Why don't you say something positive? Y'all out there are negative ass people, and that's all you project is negativity.
Listen, Reflection, share this video, share this message, broadcast this frequency. If you were in the position of the Honorable Master Chief Eligio, what would you want? Would you want to be sitting in a position where you have been falsely accused, where people have lied on you? Would you want to just be sitting in that position? You would want people to send their energy to do something about it, to speak out. We have an obligation. The trolls in their hatred, in their negativity, their hatred for self, they have put him in this position, and now we have to use our love for self, our love for everyone that in different forms of ourselves.
Strong mindset. No matter how much pressure comes, I don't feel as if that pressure is more powerful than my ability to overcome it. I'm very serious. I'm very intense. My sun is in the 8th house. My Venus is in the 8th house, Scorpio. So, very intense. I like the pressure. I like the intensity. I like it. Some people run. I like it. I like being in sticky situations. I like being under pressure. I like having to make decisions real quick. I like being pushed to the brim. That's why I went to the military. That's why I succeeded in the military. Because where people got pushed to the brim and cracked and folded, I excelled. Oh, staying up for 24 hours, not eating for 24 hours, walking with 35 pounds on my back, running for 8 miles, 10 miles, 12 miles, in the freezing cold, in the rain, in the scorching heat. I like that shit. I like that shit. And what I'm telling you now is this is what determines whether or not you're a real person or you a
30 officers, they took our vehicle out of the gates and they escorted us. And they were like, if we weren't fucking cooperating, they would have beat us. This is Nicaragua, you know what I'm saying? This is some fucking foul ass shit. This is a corrupt ass system. They beat the fuck out of us.
And I want to expose you to yourself because you be possessed with a demon and don't even know it. Why? Why are you looking for something negative? Why everything you see, everything you say, everything is full of negativity? because you are a low vibrational entity. You feed off of negativity, and that's what you are promoting. That's what you're trying to find. And that's what you're trying to put on me, but I ain't letting it happen. I'm gonna rebuke them demons. Y'all make fake pages and you troll people because you are literally, these people are literally devils, my nigga. They are demons. A devil don't do nothing but point out the negative in something. That's all that you can see, because that's all that you are, and that's all that you can promote is negativity, because that's what you are. You are a negative entity. You feed off it. That's what you live off, negativity. Drama, propaganda. Here's he said, she said. This is why these reality shows is coming out here. You love it. They love reality shows. People are actually making fake drama for y'all and getting paid for that. That becomes a hustle, to make fake drama in these reality shows. That's not real. But y'all love the reality show. Now, leave them there, baby. Let them talk. I want them to see themselves. As you see the comments come up, you see negativity. Why? Because all they are negative. You're negative. You're on a negative vibration. You're demons. You're the devil's children. That's all you want is negative. You looking for something wrong. Oh yeah, this is what he is. That's what he is. Yeah, you looking for it. You lurking. That's because you are a devil. That's what you're devil children. You're here. That's what you love. That's why they got these reality shows where people acting like they mad at each other, fighting. They love to see drama. They love to see broken people. They love to see, they feed off that vibe. They feed off that negative ass energy, my nigga. But you're not going to last. You are not going to win. You don't win in the end. You're gonna lose. You're not gonna last. You're here temporarily. You're here temporarily. You will not win. You will not win. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. You fucking demons. I want everybody to know how these people are. They feed off of that. You see the numbers, the views go up and things get negative. Oh, they love it. These are the devil's children. They're never around when things are positive. We got positive vibes all over the page. And no one's viewing that shit. But when it's negativity, oh, they feed off that. Oh, they love it. Drama. Negativity. We need it. What's going on with Don? What's going on with Velvet? They even call her by her lower self. They call her by her lower self. What's going on with Velvet? Yeah, they always call you by who you used to be. They're like, what's going on with Velvet? Creepy bastards. You motherfuckers creepy. You know what I'm saying? And then when they, come on, let's go over there to Pops. You fuck. These people are terrible. You got to know that this is a spirit. This is a real spirit, my nigga. And these are real demonic forces looking for negativity, feeding off of people's negativity, bro. And if they can't get it, they'll make some shit up. They'll make some shit up. They'll make some shit up. You see the people, they ain't got no pictures, they cowards. They got no pictures, and they say that everybody that ain't got no pictures in the room are talking shit. You see what I'm saying? Because they cowards.
I wasn't made in Japan. Watch. Listen to the energy, nigga. Yeah, this energy, yeah. We need to exercise this energy. They gotta get this energy out, bro. This shit is in them.
And do you know this bitch was turned on by that kind of talk? A fucking cussing computer. I'm much more than a robot. You see, I have breakthrough nuts. 20,000 kilowatts running through my vein. I am a computerized fucking machine. Brothers and sisters and mother-in-laws, I went from R2D2 of Star Wars. You know, this bitch wanted to buy that fucking computer. But I told her, I said, "Ho, don't you know you can't buy that shit with food stamps?"
Wherever that white girl, he running with that white girl. She the one who got him.
Right.
Thinking they making moves, but that skyline in the back look like Philly.
You ain't lying. It look like some type of big metropolitan city.
Yeah, I just don't see them deporting him to Philly. They probably jumped on something and got there. But I don't care where the nigga at. This what I know. Why we got him here, we got him here. That was my plan from the jump.
Right. Cause people were saying like they revoked his passport.
Well, I hope they did because he can't, man, look, I don't care where this nigga go. I'm gonna make sure everybody know about him wherever he go. So he gonna do two things. Either he gonna humble himself and be that nigga like the rest of us, just humble and do your thing, or you're gonna be a real fugitive. Because if you run without a passport and they catch you, you really done. You know what I'm saying? He done already.
But say I'm trying to see, cause the white girl, she undesirable. Let's just put it like that. She undesirable. She got to have some money. Like she's not like no beauty queen type of. You know what I'm saying? She got to type of beneficial. And I feel like Velvet was giving it away because how she kept putting her in the camera. Like, what was that about?
Well, see, that was to let everybody know we got help. That's what that was about.
From the white man, dog.
Well, hold up now. For somebody that preached so much against the white man and how the white man do this and the white man did us this, For him to run right back to that white man. I mean, to run right back to that white man. That's a trip, bro.
He up in that mall eating Chinese food.
Well, they been said he do that, you know, Chinese food and ain't nobody growing no fucking garden or nothing.
He got the one with the white and red boxes. You know they ain't selling no Chinese food like that in Nicaragua.
I know they don't. That's America.
That boy, that's crazy. Then like the thing that tripped me out was like how silent he was. That was so like awkward silence. Like Vel was sitting there smiling, and the white girl smiling. He got the like that. You know, you see him they come out of jail like everybody saying he happy. For a second, then he got that look like I'm trying to come back to this penitentiary mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like his shit strung out. Man.
Sometimes you get hit so hard with something that, in the immortal words of one of my supervisors I used to work for, it'd be unfucking believable. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, he probably can't believe what happened to him happened. But the thing is, I know he better not let his guard down, because first chance I get, I'm gonna have him on him again. Somebody crying? Oh.
Lurker say he is in Philly.
He is in Philly? He in Philly, y'all.
Oh man, goddamn. So what you think? You think Carbonation gonna come back out here with him?
You know, now that's the trip part. See, I thought the nigga was gonna use his run money for himself, but he done bailed on everybody and just took Velvet and the white girl and said, fuck everybody else.
He probably thinking, should I keep straggling these motherfuckers along?
He left all them people, bro. He left all them people like, fuck y'all. I thought we moved as a family. Everybody gotta move together. Shit. He grabbed the most important thing, I guess, to him and run.
Hey, you ain't lying now. Think about it. It might
That's
be
what happened.
OV for them in Nicaragua.
He grabbed the most important thing and ran.
He grabbed the white girl and the baby mama and the baby. Got on, man.
Yep, that's it. For somebody who don't care for the white man, boy, I tell you, he a trip, bro. That dude's a trip.
Man, this shit could be crazy. Hey, man, I know one thing. I know he ain't gonna be on the internet like he was.
Well, that's what I want. I want to see if he humble. That's gonna tell us all. If he humble and he stay away off the internet, we gonna know. Cause you know what? NWA used to rap about studio gangsters, right? Them boys used to live on the street doing all kind of crazy shit and decided to get in the music game and make some music and videos. They gave us gangster rap. I feel like he do the same. I feel like he ain't nothing but a studio cult leader.
That they're hurting for money right about now, unless they have somebody else that's
because
supporting.
You pretty much was the breadwinner after he got out of jail.
I was the breadwinner from before he went into jail. I took care of the whole family the whole time he was in jail. I fed everybody. I paid for our gas. I did everything for us.
Oh, okay.
But mostly it was because I wanted, baby Eliana didn't have any, you know, they were making her use, you know, disposable diapers and things that, like, forget about they didn't like that. Like, I didn't like that. I wanted baby Eliana to have everything pure and good quality stuff, because I just really felt, you know, she was just a precious little baby and she needed somebody in her corner. So I wanted to be
That's
that.
right.
So I brought presents for her. I brought all of her little supplies. And yeah, I tried to help out while I was there. And yeah.
Unless, why am I still calling him Chief? Well, I mean, that's what I've been calling him for a while. I was calling him Eligio, until, like, I met everybody in person, and they were all calling him Chief. So, you know, what am I going to do? Still call him Eligio and be like, you know, that girl? No. First, I think before I answer questions, I'd like to tell a little bit about my childhood. I had a very unusual childhood, and I think that was a catalyst for my initial interest and feelings towards Chief and the situation and Carbonation, as they were, I kind of came in when they were getting ready to, like, leave Mexico, and, you know, all of the trolls were kind of really coming in on them and, you know, finding their location and things. And so my story is, and I think people will understand a little bit better once I explain this. Okay, so when I was born, my mother and my father, they did not get along. And I guess, you know, they separated and whatnot, like right before I was born, I think. So my mother, and this was like back in 1980, so it was a while ago. So my mother, you know, had me, and then my birth father, he didn't agree with, my birth father is Native American, well, mostly, and, you know, very much into the natural lifestyle, purity, you know, just collecting from the earth what you need, you know, not harming animals, you know, saving the planet. He was all into that kind of stuff and natural living. So when my mother had me, he somehow thought that she was going to be an unfit parent. And so he fought, I guess he fought for custody, and he lost, as was customary back then, because, you know, the women would typically get the baby, you know, unless there was some, you know, other, you know, intense reason, I suppose. So he fought for custody and he lost, and my mom got full custody, but he got visitation, I don't know, once a week or once every other week. I'm not sure what the rule was. And so the very first visitation he got with me, when I was like just a newborn, right? He just took me and we went into the woods. So this was gonna be in like Michigan, okay, where my tribe was, the Sioux. So Chippewa is what the white man called us. But so, you know, we were in northern Michigan by the Great Lakes and stuff, and so we went into hiding. We had fake aliases, and we traveled all through the wilderness, all up into Canada, and through Canada in the, like, you know, the Northwest, and then into Alaska. And so we would like hide along the way, and people would help us and hide us. And meanwhile, the federal, you know, marshals or whatever were looking for us, because my mom, you know, had sent people, you know, to, you know, she filed for, you know, kidnapping charges. And so, but my father, he was real, you know, he was real into not letting, you know, me be, tainted by, you know, the system, the government, the white man, you know, schools, the military, anybody. He was very much against that whole Babylon system, you might say. And so he always instilled that into me, that, you know, nature and natural living was the place that you should be, and that you know, you should live your lifestyle. So when I was 5 years old, the federal marshals, they did come, they found us. My dad was working on some sort of, I don't know, a houseboat or something, or a fishing boat. So yeah, so they came with like machine guns and, you know, threw him on the ground and had their guns to his head, and they told me, like, don't worry, little girl, we're gonna take you back and give you to your mother. So I was terrified, and they put me, you know, so I never saw my dad again. And so these, you know, these horrible, evil Babylon monsters with guns had taken me away from my daddy, and brought me, they shipped me from like orphanage to, you know, home, from like state homes, like child protective homes, all the way to the East Coast, where I was reunited with my mother. But I don't know about that. I don't know why exactly she wanted me back, because she never really spent much time with me or bonded with me after that point in growing up. And I had a really traumatizing childhood. Like, I was nonverbal, so from age 5, when I was returned to my mother, I didn't speak, and I was nonverbal. So they brought me like to this institution, and it was just like scientists in lab coats, and they would like show me pictures of things, and I was supposed to guess what there were behind the card. And we would just do that day after day after day. And I think now it was like, those were like MK Ultra guys. I don't know, they were like trying to get me to like see something like behind the wall, and I don't know. So eventually at age 7, I did start talking again, and that's when they put me into regular school. But I was always different, and I never really fit in. I was always trying to like go outside and run away into the forest and hide and things, and I never appreciated school. I never wanted to be told what to do. I just wanted to go out into the woods and like be an animal. So that's kind of how my childhood started. So, you know, now move forward to my current life, and yeah, you know, I'm in the position now where, you know, I wasn't when I was younger, but I'm in the position where I have bought and sold real estate and invested in things like that. But, you know, it was always just as, you know, a means to, you know, continue living, you know, a nice lifestyle and things. I inherited some money when I was younger. And so I've just been kind of living off of that. I don't believe in working per se. I mean, I have nothing against with people who work, but if you don't have to, and you know, you can try to follow your dream, then why not? That's what I say. So anyway, so here enters, you know, this story. All right, so we there was a point where they were going to release Chief from the political prison, but he needed a plane ticket like before, you know, the end of the business day, and then they would let him out. So, you know, I was contacted, and they said, you know, will you buy us a ticket? You know, buy a ticket for Chief and me, because that was Nana, and to go to the States, because he was getting deported. He just needed to go to the States. So they had, you know, they had a certain place they needed to go to meet with the lawyers and things here stateside. And so, yeah, so they met me. They met me in San Francisco, and we met with the lawyer. And then we stayed a couple of days, and then we headed down south. And so there was a couple stops we had to make to get to where we were going. And in the airport, when we were all together in the airport, and Chief wasn't feeling well because he had like a bad ulcer in his stomach, and he was just like laying on the floor, like moaning in pain, like he was really not feeling well. And I was just like in a good mood. I was happy that like they were safe and, you know, together. I was happy that I was like helping them. And I was showing him a picture of one of my friends, like, oh, look, this is my friend. I want her to come visit us, you know, one day. And like, oh my gosh, the mood just turned, and like Nana was like, oh. And he was like, are you gonna bring her as a wife? And I was like, ooh, like, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just like happy. I was in a good mood. I was just looking. I was showing him my friend. And I was like, well, I don't know, like, whatever, you know, she's just my friend. And then I was like, well, and I could feel that there was like some tension. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna, you know, go for a minute. And anyway, so I came back and like, I don't know, we had to have like a meeting, a talk about like what I did and how that offended Nana and this and that. And I was like, dude, I was like, I'm never gonna show you any pictures of girls ever again, don't worry. And so like he didn't really like my response because, you know, I tell people how it is. So I was having problems and we weren't even out of the airport. So I was just like, okay, well, I knew for sure, okay, I definitely won't show him any pictures of women in front of Nana, so whatever. So I was over that. So then in the hotel that night, the night that everything kind of really went bad, it was like, you know, I had my own bed, they had their own bed, okay? And, you know, we were all getting along okay that night, but, you know, and there was nothing really that was, like, really gonna happen. Like, I mean, he went and took a shower, okay? And I was just sitting over on the bed. And Nana like stands up and just starts staring at the wall. And I was like, are you okay? And she's like, she just kept staring straight ahead. And I was like, what the fuck? And then so Chief starts calling her, like to come into the bathroom and help him or whatever, get out of the shower. And she just didn't answer. And he was like, you know, he kept calling her and she didn't answer. So I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on, you guys? And then so finally he gets out and he's like, what's wrong with you? And she's like, I don't want to be here anymore. And he's like, why? What's going on? And she's like, just take her. Just take your ring and go be with Kaja if that's what you want. He's like, I'm not even doing anything. I haven't even done anything with her, which is true. We didn't do anything. I hugged him when I first saw them in the airport. We all did a group hug. That's the only physical contact we were having. It was so ridiculous. Like, I mean, even if there was like a little flirtation in the air or something, like there was nothing that we had actually done. There was nothing. It was just all energy, and it was mostly all in her head. But anyway, so he started talking to her, and she was like getting her backpack on and packing up everything. She takes the baby. Finally, she's like, I don't want to be here. Fuck you. And so she opens the hotel door, which, yeah, I had paid for that hotel room. That's my hotel room. My name is on it. I'm responsible for it, right? So she goes out, you know, whipping the baby around, you know how she does in her arm, because she's not going to let that baby go. She goes out into the hallway, you know, the door shuts behind, and I can hear because the elevators are right there out the door. And she's like, fuck you, and she's just pounding, like, boom, like punching holes in the fucking wall, pounding the metal the elevator door, kicking shit, you know. And true, I wasn't visibly seeing that, but I could hear it, and she was doing all that with the baby in her arms, you guys. So number one, that's not right there, okay? So I was already pissed off, but you know, I was just sitting there, I was seeing how it played out, you know. I mean, I was hoping that like the hotel people didn't call the police. I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I was pissed off. Because, you know, you don't do things like that. You don't disrespect people like that in their room. Yes, it was my room, okay? So anyway, so Gianna, you can't be doing that. And I was like, oh my God, these people. It was like an episode of Jerry Springer out there. It was ridiculous. And so finally he grabs her back inside the room or whatever. And, you know, he's like, now stand there and, you know, let me talk to you. So he, you know, he talked her, he calmed her down after a while, you know, after some time. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm pissed off. So I just wanted to see, I was like, is he going to throw her out? Like, what is he going to do? Like, but no, I mean, that was never what he was going to do. But I was, you know, I was just watching, seeing how it played out. So then he calms her down and he's like, you know, whatever. And I was like, he was like, okay, come on and sit down. Like, everything's fine. And I was like, no. I said, no, everything is not fine. I said, now that you're done talking to her and I see that you're not going to do anything to, you know, fix the situation or correct your woman, then I guess I'll handle it. So I said, you need to leave to her. And, you know, she was just like, you know, she was already in like, you know, submissive mode because he had already put her there. So she wasn't talking. She was just quiet. And then I was like, what are you guys fucking looking at? Get the fuck out. And she was like, oh, hell no, bitch. And she comes, and I'm like laying down, you know, I'm on the bed like this. And she comes whipping around. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is she going to do to me? But no, you know, she pretended like she was trying to get at me. And I just kind of sat on the bed, kind of smiling and laughing at her, you know. But, whatever. So, you know, so me and her, we're having like a yelling match. And I told her, I said, I'm going to tell you what's going on right now. And I laid it out for her. I said, look, you got it in your head that me and Chief was going to, you know, be doing something, you know, there, you know, and you didn't like that because you felt that it was coming. So you threw a tantrum and, you know, stormed off through the ring, acted all a fool in the hallway of the hotel, punched the wall, and then, you know, now he's all tending to you and, you know, and now that he's calmed you down, you know, you're going to be all like cuddly and, you know, he's going to be paying attention to you. So you had it all figured out. I said, good game, checkmate. And he was like all pissed off because he knew that I was telling the truth. We all knew it. And so yeah, so she was trying to fight me and coming at me and stuff, but half-heartedly because, I mean, she never even got to the end of the bed. So eventually, you know, whatever, he talked to me for like 3 hours and like made me sit there and listen to him about why, you know, we shouldn't, you know, ruin this and that. And then, you know, Nana was young and she's just having an episode. And I was like, you know, after a while, he just talks to you and talks to you and talks to you for so long. You're just like, just shut up already. Fine, whatever, I'll let it go. I figured, well, this was, you know, this was going to be the first and only time I'm going to let that happen. I said that to myself. And I meant it. Because when I say something, then I mean it. So, you know, they didn't know that. I didn't say, this is the only time this is going to happen, because the next time I'm throwing your asses out for real. Because he was like, you know, you've invested so much money into this journey. And, you know, the whole thing was, I was going to go down there with them kind of like as, you know, they would be like my friends, my protectors. I was going to go down there and scope out some land, you know, and find maybe a good investment, a little chunk of real estate that would be mine, but I would let them stay on while I came back here and tended to my business. I'd see, okay, let's see what they can do with the place. Let's see if they can really do this living in nature and make it beneficial to all of us. I didn't see anything wrong with that. That was my intention. And I always made that clear to them, is that I wanted some partners to go down there, people that basically, you know, I could go down there, I could feel safe around, and, you know, that knew already about living in nature, so they would kind of, you know, we would be beneficial to each other. It would be a good partnership, I thought. So that was why we were all together. And So, you know, I just wanted to let it go for the night, so I did. We went out, we walked around the town for a little bit. It was really late, so we came back to the room. And then, so, you know, it was really late. I was trying to go to sleep, and, you know, I assumed they were going to go to sleep. And the little baby Eliana, she was like crying and carrying on. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, I'm laying over on my bed. You know, they're on their bed with, you know, whining baby Eliana. Like, if they wanted to do something, be intimate, like, I mean, all they had to do was come over and say, hey, you know, hey, can you, you know, will you lay here with the baby, you know, put the baby to sleep? And I could have fallen asleep, me and the baby could have fallen asleep together there. And they could have waited for us to fall asleep, and they could have done whatever. I mean, I would have no problem with that, okay? But no, they didn't. Instead, they turned the music up, and baby Eliana's like over there, and then they're, you know, and then I start hearing slurping and moaning fucking noises, dude. And I was like, at first I was thinking, is that the baby nursing on Nana, or what am I hearing exactly? And then I was like, oh my God. And like, and then she says like, oh, this baby's never gonna settle down. But then, you know, 5 seconds later, you know, like, you know, and it's like, oh my God, are you freaking serious? So I was like, well, I need to stop this, because I was just traumatized. Like, I was laying there thinking like, well, if I'm feeling this way, how's the baby feeling? So I got up and like, you know, started like pacing back and forth, like, because I was just trying to like give them the hint, like, stop it, you know, there's people awake watching you, you know. And then, so Chifa's like, what's your problem? And I was like, I can't go to sleep. I'm taking this melatonin pills. And he was like, you shouldn't be taking that. I was like, well, stop having sex and keeping me and the baby up. And he was like, oh, hell no, what? I can't get my dick sucked? I was like, ew. I was like, what the hell, dude? You just do that in front of people? You do that in front of me? You do that in front of the baby? Like, and you know, so immediately they like got up, you know, they were like, you know, he was like, I don't believe you're doing this to me again. I thought we settled all this earlier. I was like, no. I was like, this is not gonna work out. I was like, you guys need to leave. He's like, you're just gonna throw us out. You're just gonna throw her out and throw me out in the middle of the night with the baby. I said, no, you don't have to leave with the baby. I said, you can leave the baby here with me if you're so worried about it. And he was like, what? I was like, whatever. I said, you're thinking I'm throwing the baby out. I'm not throwing the baby out. I said, you guys can leave. I'll hold on to the baby. And so, of course, you know, they weren't going to leave me the baby, but I wanted them to know that it was unacceptable. So, yeah. So they left, and, yeah.
Hey, can y'all start the van?
Yep. Are you gonna do it?
Check out the grocery list?
Yes,
we do. All right. All right.
Excuse me.
Hey, who's all going?
That's the new van, that's the Solar, anybody else can move. Okay. I'm not in the way. No. Can you go grab my bag? But make sure my laptop's in there. Oh, never mind. You're gonna need the laptop. I'm gonna upload. Yeah. Keep the laptop. And my flip flops. I'm gonna pass this off to you in a second.
I'll take it now. You gotta do some stuff.
I'm waiting for my stuff. Recording? Someone said you wanted me to record like the same thing we did last time. Okay. Thanks. Okay. All right, Sean. Myself.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, walking, go grab the water jugs. All right. I told you I was gonna do what I was gonna do. So I gave you my word. I just didn't. It just wasn't happening at that time. I knew that. But I gave you my word. I knew what was about to happen anyway. Damn it.
Gotta get in the water.
The fucking water froze too much.
Mic check. Now it is getting it's getting late. This marathon may have to be on the pause button. So we're gonna pause right there for the cause, and we will continue this. All right. It's Lordship in the building tonight with the late night. Okay. OCME in the building. Thank everyone for checking it out, and people who catching the playback. I appreciate it. Hit that likes button. Hit the like button. So I guess I'll sign out. And do I got an outro to play? Yeah. I think I could find something. Ain't too much that I haven't did except walk across the desert to a pyramid. Get away. From the crazy things, just look. That's the prequel to the outro. That's not the real outro. All right. Peace and hair grease.
Suspended animation of a gray expansion casting shadows over the sun. Somewhere in the river of time and space, we have died. It has happened already. Somewhere in the river